Good morning, Nazareth family. For some reason, I woke up this morning thinking about the prophet Jeremiah. Those of you that listen to me preach regularly know how much I love to preach from the prophets. Poor Jeremiah was called to be a prophet at a young age, and he basically told God that he was not interested in the job, and God said to him, "Tough, buddy, you're stuck with it." So he was a prophet before and during the exile to Babylon. Not only was his prophecy covering a really sad time in the history of Israel, but he was one of the most rejected and ridiculed prophets in all of history. And because of that, his nickname was the Weeping Prophet. Beside the book of Jeremiah, he also is credited with writing the book of Lamentations, which is really ironic because when you ask people what one of their favorite verses is, this is one of the verses that people always give me, and I bet they have no idea that it came from such a lonely and isolated man. So hear these verses from Lamentations 3, beginning at verse 22. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I will hope in him. I think during this time of isolation for us and during the COVID restrictions, it's really important for us to know the source of those verses, which bring many of us happiness and is actually what the hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness, was written from. So a prophet like Jeremiah, whose life was so isolated and so sad and full of so much ridicule and argumentation, and yet he wrote these verses of hope. And so I hope these verses today will bring you hope, and I hope that we will all be together again soon. Bye-bye.